Having a good CV and covering letter is one of the most important things that you can actually do. If you're sending speculative letters or if you're applying for a job that's been advertised, you need to make sure that that CV is the same as the person specification and maybe touches on the roles that are going to be incorporated within the job. So look at the person specification, tailor it to that, and then look at the roles and responsibilities and actually try and tailor your CV to show them that you've done those things in the past. Try and match them up a little bit. So if they need someone that's organised, you know, you need to put down into your CV organised, the transfer of mail between 2 departments, was responsible for paperwork for this project, or maintained the manufacturing processes for these key figures. So it's important that you actually identify what you've done and put that down in your CV, and try and headline that. I'll put some sample CVs up for people and a sample covering letter, but try and identify what you've done and put it down in bullet pointed form. 2 pages is right. Try not, if you're going for a better job, obviously 3 pages is fine, but just a page of very short information. You need to have it easily looked at, easily presentable, so that people can say, yes, actually I can see what they've done. And then what you need to do is match it up with your covering letter. Covering letters are amazing ways to sell yourself. A lot of people will either just look at covering letters, then decide if they want to see the CV, or just look at CVs and not bother with covering letters, or some people actually put them both down and just have a very quick check, right, okay, is that there, yeah, that's there, that there. So what you need to do is make sure that you have some sort of reference between the two. Now, covering letters are great ways to sell yourself as well. I'll put obviously an example down. You need to sound professional, and you need to tell them where you saw the position advertised or why you think you might be right for the company if it's speculative, and then you need to go into what you've done in the past, why you think you'd be good at the role, and why you think that you'd be the right person for them to hire. That gives them an interest in you. You need to build some sort of interest. If you can do that, if you can show them who you are, what you're there for, and what benefits that you may give to them, and also why you want to work for them, then you'll find that a lot more companies are receptive. And as I've said, it's important to actually go down and hand them in and see people, maybe even arrange to see a boss and say, oh, I wanted to actually give this to you so that you had a name to the face, so you could see that I am a determined person and I do want to work here. And if you have a particular desire to work for a organisation, why? Tell them why. It's so important, you know. Speak to a manager and say, look, I really want to work for you because X, Y, you know. Could I please come down, meet with you and drop my CV off, so if in the future you do see my name, there is a possibility of gaining an interview. Now, people always say, you know, there's equal opportunities, this shouldn't happen. But unfortunately it does. And you've got to be up there with everybody else, making sure that you're just as presentable and you're just as easy to reach as they are, so that they don't get the job before you do.